Hi everyone, hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. I'm just going to dive into Cardano. Once again, thank you for your support. I really do appreciate it. So right now, Cardano is doing really well. Obviously, you've run into a brick wall, which was anticipated. And, you know, looking at this right now, I did say down here that you potentially come up here and break some, create some kind of cup and handle pattern right there for Cardano. And it looks like it potentially is going to do exactly that, doesn't it? You know, straight off the bat, if this is our level of resistance right here, and we do, you know, sort of roll back and create some kind of bullish pattern, come back up and break this level of resistance just there. You know, this is where you could be looking at a beautiful little pump here for Cardano, bringing you up. Wherever you break this resistance, could bring you up to almost to 1.272, and you're looking at that $4 price appreciation right there. You know, because of this low just there, you are actually in an impulsive wave. Just to remind you, bringing you up to the 1618, so you are looking at a $4.46, roughly around that sort of area. You know, if you continue to come up here and hold these levels of support, this is where you're going to break this high of $2.46, and your technical target is the 1618 and obviously the 1272 as well, all lining up beautifully. So it's doing everything it needs to. You know, it was a little bit overheated. If we take a look at the daily time frame right now, you know, that's some kind of bull flag that's starting to form right there. The stock RSI was quite overextended, to be honest with you, and it's starting to roll back. And this is where you want this work in waveforms. You know, if it rolls back, boom, you can see the wave high there. The RSI in itself, you're a little bit up there overbought, wasn't you? And you can see each time you're in this sort of level, this is where you do see the roll. So potentially this will come back down to a beautiful level of support for continuation again. So it's doing everything it needs to just to cool off for a little bit for the continuation, okay? And this is what you want to see. I think on the weekly, if we take a look at this weekly, I mean, look where we are on the RSI. We've come up and we've hit a head down, sort of roll back. Well, that's pretty much where we did when we broke out of this correction as well. We came up, we hit a head, and we roll back, and then we continued with the wave. Look, so you're pretty much like here, where we are in this correction, where you come up, you roll back to a key level support before that big wave up to there. So I'm not saying we do, right, but let's just measure this little wave from this point here. Let's say we at this point just there, and we start to roll back to support just there. Okay, so what we're going to do is measure that wave, because I love doing these little thought experiments in the channel, from there to the wave 3 high. And if we go on now, you know, right now where we are, this is where you can see the propulsion, you know, that this wave 5 taking us up to this $18 plus in this bull market for Cardano. If you go through a very similar sort of wave pattern, but again, it's technical analysis. It's not, you've not got a crystal ball, you know. But as long as you adhere to structural support, you're looking for continuation. You've got a bullish cross on the MACD here on the weekly time frame as well, so you can see that the momentum shifted. You know, the last time you got a bullish cross on the MACD was just here. Look, for Cardano, just there. Do you see that? When you got that shift and the momentum. So you've had this selling pressure, ran out of steam, and now you're starting to pick up and you're starting to create the buying side. The next wave up, effectively, look, wave 3, wave 4, and now you're forming wave 5. Potentially, and you're getting the confirmation statements of that. You know, these MACDs, these don't come around, these bullish crosses, they don't come around very often. So yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good for continuation, providing you can hold support. You are resetting some of these beautiful levels for continuation as well in the RSI and the stock RSI, and obviously the MACD. You know, if we can come down and reset some of the levels, you form a little bull flag here, potentially, you know, on a larger time frame on the weekly, some kind of little cup and handle pattern, break the resistance. You're looking at that continuation, aren't you? We've got the smart contracts Alonso update. Literally, what's the date today? I think it's about the 18th or something. I'm not really good with dates, but it's less than a month away. You know, so you're coiling up, basically, in my opinion. But again, not financial advice. You're coiling up for a break of this high and a continuation of the trend. And this is where you are going to see us getting to these price predictions, at least, you know, that next impulsive wave up, which could come relatively soon for Cardano, would be taking us up to that $4 plus, which would be absolutely mega, wouldn't it? So just looking at Cardano on the hourly time frame, and you can see you're in some kind of big descending triangle at the moment. We have seen a lot of these being created. Now, XRP created a horizontal triangle, and just for clarification, it did break down. Because they can break down. There's a 32% chance of a breakdown and a 68% chance of a continuation of the trend in which you came into the pattern. So do anticipate that if you was to lose this key level support for Cardano on the hourly time frame of $2.0263, you would be looking at a correction coming down to this target, technical target just here for Cardano, which currently sits at 179. So if we take a look at that particular target on a daily, you can see that does bring you back relatively closer to the 20 EMA, but it doesn't mean it has to happen. But that could be the formation of that large cup and handle the handle pattern that we're anticipating in the channel here. But again, you know, Cardano is so strong, it could actually just absolutely break out here. So I'm going to show you a technical target. If you do break this level of resistance, because obviously it is primarily a continuation pattern, you've come up up into it, you create a level of resistance, a level of support. Effectively, you have got some kind of little W double bottom just here that's forming. I'll show you this. Okay, so if you do break out, that's your, if you lose support, sorry, that's your technical target of $1.79. Now, if you do break out, equally, you know, you've got an upside target. Wherever you break out, again, you've got a technical target to the upside, which could see you up at $2.36. And then the more you zoom out, like if we look at the daily, you know, that is beginning to look like some kind of bull flag. Okay, you're coming back on yourself, essentially a bull flag. And if you do break out this bull flag, it's a massive continuation pattern from the last level of consolidation. Come up, come back to support, boom, breakout, $2.63. So you will be looking at continuation above this level of this technical target, which is the hourly technical target of the descending triangle. Do you see that? So yeah, I mean, it looks good. It looks good. You have got a W bottom pattern forming just there. Look, a level of resistance that you create for yourself. So reversal pattern just there. Do you see that? So you're making high lows effectively. So you've come down, okay, like this. You've come down, you create a low, come back up resistance, create a high low. And right now, if you come up and break this level of resistance just there, not only are you breaking this resistance of this W bottom, which gives you a technical target, you will also be breaking out the resistance of this descending triangle, which you equally have a target from as well. Do you see that? So it's good, providing you come up and get back above DMAs on the hourly time frame, because at the moment you are underneath them, okay? And when you're underneath DMAs on the hourly or any time frame, like I said to you, you're in a downtrend. So effectively, you might come down and be squashed down to this level again. Come to your charts, draw these trend lines, draw this resistance line, and look, because if you get dragged down by the EMAs and you kept under the resistance, this is where potentially you could actually lose this low. And like I said to you, you've got a technical target down there, and that could offer a fantastic little short op of around about 11% for Cardano. Coming back down, resetting all them levels that I've just shown you, okay, for the slingshot up. That would be the healthy thing. I think I did say it to you yesterday. That would actually be the healthy thing for Cardano to do here, because I think that if you do go on from here, you've not really got much juice left in the tank. So, you know, this could offer an optimal entry point for Cardano in this bull market. But again, not financial advice. But if you do get some support here for Cardano and you do come up and you do start to break these levels of resistance of this trend line, you are actually in a technical target to the upside. You know, wherever you break the resistance, you're in a technical target to $1 at $2.30 plus, because obviously you see this is descending. Look, so it could be anywhere basically. So as well, if you do break this W double bottom pattern, you have a reversal pattern and a reversal technical target. You know, wherever you break that level of resistance, and I'll show you that resistance right now. That's your resistance of the W double bottom. And because it's horizontal, it's the same destination. So you could be looking at a 200, wow, one day, $2.24 price appreciation. And at that point, that would be a lovely little long op for you of around about 5.3% for Cardano. So yeah, this is why you got to come to your charts. Effectively, look, you've got a double top pattern just there, double M top pattern. You see this? Look, boom, boom. Level of support in the middle. And what happened? You carried out a correction. What we'll do, we'll measure this correction. And it looks like it's met the technical target anyway. You can see you've lost support. Look, boom, you've come down and met the target, haven't you? That's why you've found support off this low. So it's all patterns in patterns. And right now you've broken above the previous support, which you lost as resistance. You are actually breaking above it. So there's like a smaller W double bottom here that you're almost breaking out of. Do you see this? It's all patterns in patterns. Let me show you. Okay, so you've got, I'll show you, you've got your double M top pattern, you're creating a smaller W double bottom pattern as well, just here. So, you know, this is a primary level of resistance and support at the moment. You've lost it as support, and you're now turning it into resistance, okay? So support becomes resistance, resistance becomes support. So right now, this is a massive key area of interest actually for Cardano at $2.10, because if you do actually see the break above that, that would actually bring you above this W bottom pattern within itself. Looking now, that would actually be confirmation almost that you are breaking out, because you've got this level of W bottom as well. So patterns in patterns, can you see it? Reversal patterns, okay? So look, you lost the support of this double M top pattern, $2.10, around that same area. It's a very similar line of support and resistance. You lost it, you carried out a technical target, you're coming up, you broke this actually as a high, but you ran into the level of resistance, which is this trend line effectively of the descending triangle, where you roll back and you actually formed a high low. So the trend, the selling trend, is kind of running out of steam here. So you're coming up, and if you break this 210 again, you're going to come up and attack this level of resistance right there. You break that resistance, you're looking at an extension and a continuation and breaking out a larger W bottom. Look, this pattern here, see that? breaking out of that, which would see you come up and meet the technical target of $2.24. So I hope I've explained that to you. Okay, it's all patterns in patterns. Do you see this? All patterns in patterns. Like here, you've got a horizontal. Look, you've got a horizontal triangle just here. Okay, that you fell into. What happened when you broke out of it? You carried out a technical target, and the technical target is from there to there. And let's have a look, see if that was met. Look at that, boom, target met. So it's all patterns in patterns. Right here, you've got a bit of a horizontal as well. And again, that had a technical target from there to there. And you can see the first point of contact down like that. And then when you lost it, look at that, boom, where did you go to? So it's all patterns in patterns here for Cardano, okay? It's just chop, sideways action, consolidation effectively before the continuation of the trend in which it's in. So yeah, if you don't lose key levels of support, don't go short. But if you do lose 2.02, obviously take out the short opportunity right there, because you would be in a technical target of this descending triangle. Like I've said to you, can be breakdown targets, and obviously equally they can be continuation pattern breakout targets as well. So I hope I was thorough with you there, and I've taught you a couple of pattern plays. But you'll always see these patterns, you'll always see them. Okay, once you start seeing them in the charts, you can't not see them. Okay, take care everyone. We'll be back tomorrow with another update. But these are key levels of resistance and support to keep an eye on for Cardano moving forward. Okay, break resistance, looking at long. Lose support, you're looking at a whopping short of around about 8%. I think I said it was, wasn't it? Let's have a look, just to remeasure. 11%, that's quite large. And then obviously if you break the resistance just there, you're looking at a lovely technical target of 5% on the W double bottom that you're in. Okay, take care everyone. Back tomorrow. Bye bye.